Hello everyone, MFPallytime here. Welcome back to the A through Z playthrough. In today's video, we're taking a look at Valla. Now, one of the main reasons I started doing this series is because I think games like Heroes or any game that receives a lot of content patches, I think those games are really cool because they're constantly changing how you would play your character, how you interact with other characters in the game. Like, if Azmodan gets changed, not only does it affect Azmodan, but it affects everyone that plays with Azmodan, right? So you're constantly changing, you're constantly adjusting, even if it's small little bits, to account for these patches. And, you know, they keep happening, they keep happening, they keep happening. And part of the fun, the fun part of the A through Z playthrough, excuse my stuttering, the fun part of the A through Z playthrough was the fact that I could kind of remind you of, you know, what the character was like last year, if it was changed a lot, or talk about key strategies that changed throughout the year. However, Valla hasn't been changed since March 21st, 2018. This is a long time. So to put that in perspective, she's on the list of characters that have been changed. She's the fourth lowest. Is that how you would say it? The fourth longest to go without any tweaks or updates whatsoever. Muradin is at the bottom. His last update was December 12th, 2017. So, what did they change about Valla? What was the one thing they changed about Valla? Well, your damage on multi-shot was increased from 165 to 172. There you go, boys. That's your game development update from Valla for the past year. That's so weird. How does that happen? All right, ladies and gentlemen, we find ourselves on the Cursed Hollow today. With, you know, a decent team comp for it. From the team Valla, Genji, Azmodan, Diablo, and Falstad. The enemy team Alarak, Imperius, Rainer, Kael'thas, and Muradin. We are gonna go for Hot Pursuit. When at 10 stacks of hatred, the movement speed bonus increases to 20% total, and Valla gains 4 mana per second. Now, in order to keep your hatred up, all you have to do is auto attack things. 10 auto attacks without letting the buff drop off will put you at max stacks. Not that hard to do, but important to remember that as you continue to attack stuff, you attack faster, right? So you want to try to keep your stacks up as much as you can. Now, I, of course, wow, if that guy went for the triple quest, he's done. Holy shit. I have attack move on my left click, so I'm always moving. I'm always going somewhere new. I'm always trying to dodge and weave and poke and prod. And I do a pretty decent job of that, usually. You can see our hatred stacks here. So, bonus attack damage. Oh, basic attack damage, excuse me, was increased by 80%. I thought it was speed. I'm just going to head back, I think. Maybe soak this one wave and go back to the base. I don't want to sippy cup this early. Although it's probably fine. It's probably fine. It'll be up for the objective, right? Anyway, I've always commended Valla on being one of those characters that I think was designed really well. She's able to do a bunch of different play styles and still have it work. She's able to do AoE damage, high single target damage, and percentage-based health damage with auto attacks. Or she can spec to go Hungry Arrow and, you know, beat the shit out of stuff. She's always had build variety. It's always been really fun to watch Valla evolve over the years. I personally feel like she took a really big hit when Hanzo and Genji were added to the game. Specifically Hanzo, I would say, actually. More so than Genji, believe it or not. Simply because... Dude, you gotta hit those buttons faster if you're trying to get me. Simply because... 1 Q from Hanzo, there was a clip on Reddit of 1 Q from Hanzo, like killing an 80% life Valla. Now that was when he came out. There was some nerfs that happened since then, but it's like, she's so fucking squishy and so team dependent, and I'm actually very worried that we don't have a healer. Because healers are what we usually use to survive. I am gonna go for an auto attack build here, just because I think these guys are going to be coming at me a lot. So we're gonna go for Creed of the Hunter. The reason we're going for auto attack is because I think I can get a lot of free auto attacks off on Imperious and on Burden as they kind of move up in position. I imagine that they're gonna be playing pretty aggressively. So there's that. Now the problem with this particular plan is it is gonna put me. Uh-oh.
My hunt continues.
Give. Maybe. 2 people died in lanes, and then Diablo and Genji were both going after a camp. I shouldn't be this far up. Yep. At least I called it. Get some free auto attacks in there. Alaric's not too quick. Give them nothing. All right, get in there, man. Get in there. Go ahead and dodge to the side. Wish I had vision of him in the bush, but I don't. Trying to stay out of Alarak silences as well. With varied success. Oh, Diablo's in though. Here we go. Here we go. Hungering Arrow out. The Hungering Arrow is actually really cool. I haven't explained it at all yet, but it's a pretty fucking cool ability. Now with this auto attack build, we won't really get to stay in until level 13. But if I remember, it's a fair amount. Kind of dumped everything there, hoping. There we go. There we go. Good damage. How's our quest? We're at 25 stacks on our quest already, which feels pretty good, man. If Jimmy walks towards me, I gotta run. But we can disrupt one more time. I don't have Sippy Cup, but we do have a Genji. I'm gonna go for, ooh, sorry, scared. Oh, we're dead from the living bomb. I'm gonna go for probably the increase to vault basic attack. Wasn't there a double vault skill, or did that go away? Multi-shot wouldn't be bad with how much these guys are grouping up. Wow! You hate to see it. Holy shit. You hate to see it. All right, we're gonna get bonus damage. No, fuck it. I'm gonna go repeating arrow. Are we actually gonna be able to interrupt one more time? Nope. The first curse of the, or first tribute of the game going to the enemy team. Oh, I was like, man, Diablo didn't want any of that, but I can see why now. Jesus. I think a minion killed him, but the Hungering Arrow did a lot of damage there. So, Hungering Arrow, straight line skill shot. When it impacts a target, it deals initial damage, and then it'll like circle around a few times and try to come back to that target. All you got to do to make it not hit you 3 times is be next to something else, and it'll kind of weave off. Multi-shot is just a great AoE. You point it, you click it. Great at doing team damage. Multi-shot build is fine, I think. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Vault is our only real movement ability. See, 3 Hungering Arrows on Jimmy there. That's a shit ton of damage. Oh, don't spread. I forgot what I was saying. Nice, we got top. Hungering Arrow can deal a lot of damage in situations where you need to burn down a single target quickly. So like Battlefield of Eternity, going Hungering Arrow build on Valla actually makes a lot of sense and can be very effective. As long as you know that your general playstyle has to change as well. She does have a lot of build variety, but it's because she's so flexible and able to play in so many different ways. Like, I think I'm gonna pick up the stun because we're still operating on the fact that they're gonna be diving me all the time. That's what we think. I'm gonna try and channel. It's not gonna work. Here's the stun. Roll. Word it.
They won't survive that.
Falstead's coming in. Genji did use his ult. He's not really slashing with it, though. He's going to use Z to get out as well as Falstead doing the same thing. Diablo chased off by Imperious. It's actually really fitting and romantic if you think about the lore. That is a Pyroblast coming out. How much damage does that do?
Enough waiting.
That can hit me if I'm missing 500 health, and that will be a kill. And the only way I can stop it is the same way that I get... So the only way to get Spell Armor is with Gloom, and the only way to get Healing Sustain is with Tempered by Discipline. Nope. God damn, Jimmy. So Jim Raynor here, I really do feel like when he was changed, just kind of took over Valla's role. He does so much damage. He has a self-heal. He can do AoE damage as well. And he has the longest range out of like most auto attackers. That's all I got. That's all I got. Asmodean pushing the bottom lane. Like, look at that. I can't do it. Wow, we've done a lot of damage though. We're at 51 auto attacks on our thing. I don't know, maybe I would have been more successful with the multi-shot build just because of how much these guys are just grouping up and deathballing. Might make it a little bit easier. I was trying for something with a little more finesse, like I was planning on cutting backwards a lot. But then I engaged there super hard, which kind of went against my, you know, mentality. That is a Hinterlands Blast coming out there on the enemy Jim Raynor. A great Diablo combo is going to take him down as well. We do see Muradin coming up from the enemy team. Is that a damage Muradin? It is! Oh, is that a dead kill Thos? It is. So there's the first Hungering Arrow. We rolled forward to do another one. I'm going to go ahead and channel this. This would have been the first curse for the enemy team, but we got it instead. So we need 2 more tributes to make that curse happen. They're still continuing to chase Muradin, who popped Avatar and has no mana and running away. And I can't say I blame him too much. I'm going to try to move the wave up to them as best as I can, which isn't much at all. So now I have to make a decision. Do we want to live versus their tanks, or do we want to live versus specifically Kael'thas? And I don't know which is the right one. I don't know. So I'm just going to hope that he hits someone else. Why the fuck are we doing this? Oh my God. That was a very bad idea. That was such a bad idea. Also, Asmodean getting dropped in the bottom lane from the Artanis, I believe. Dude, he's just walking up and winning. Oh my God.
Your gear won't lose durability.
Oh my goodness. One basic attack from Jim Raynor, 433 damage, okay? There's no dodging that. 433 damage. We only have 2,000 health. If we even have that. Valla is so squishy. So squishy compared to Jim Raynor, who I really think, like I said, I think he just pulled ahead in the category. That's one of the reasons I was so surprised when I was looking at Valla, that she hadn't been updated. Oh, he's going in deeper. Diablo with the engage. Gidgey coming in from the top as well. This looks like some pretty good E resets to me. The Apocalypse is down. And here I come on my golden chicken at the top of the screen. Let's go, boys. Let's get in here. Let's do it. I just dropped everything on Alarak and he immune to... Boss is a fantastic idea now if you would like to do it. Much better idea now. So what is it? Whenever I hit heroes, at 10 stacks of discipline. So I just need to keep my discipline high, and then I'm going to be healing for about 61 every auto attack. Yes, that will not keep me safe versus the Kael'thas. But again, if I can keep my discipline up, which I haven't been doing a great job of, then I'll be able to live through a significant amount more punishment, especially if it's from characters like Alarak and characters like Muradin and Imperius. I'll be able to kite them and move around them so easily. Hopefully. Or Muradin, damaged Muradin over here can just kill me with one combo at 20 when he gets rewind. I've done it a million times. Poor fucking Vallas, man. We are going to go for stacks last longer since I have been kind of struggling to keep the stacks. And I could just hit this right here. Just some free stacks there. Uh-oh. So we have our healing now. There's a nice stun. Into a Hungering Arrow. Imperius down. I'm trying to kite. We killed each other with the same auto attack! Oh no, actually he stunned me. These are helpful, Stat. I saw Pyroblast going out on Genji during that as well. So I don't know what's been going on with KTs lately, but they just keep Pyroblasting people in my videos that can completely... Oh, you hate to see it. Oh my goodness. This is cursed, by the way, if you didn't notice. I didn't. That's why I'm telling you. I didn't notice. We have a pretty good minion wave pushing middle. A few confident teammates down in the bottom lane as well, but they do need to start to be careful. And hopefully Asmodan's putting his trade on something. Yeah, put it on middle, so that's great. So that's great. We also have a pretty respectable push going on in the top lane as well, getting most of the keep up here, surprisingly. We did lose our Diablo, and that is a full death. He's not going to be able to resurrect with his souls. I think his ult could kill me too if he hits me with every projectile. I'm pretty certain. Oh, we're in. Can ult. Roll back. Look at that damage. I don't need to be fucking... It doesn't matter if I'm silenced. I can still hit you. I'll stand in all your motherfucking abilities. Healing for 67 and auto attack. Now, is that a right of Rakshir? Did you think you were gonna kill me? You know what would kill me is a single pyroblast though, so I have to stay way... Was that it? No, that was living bomb. Get the globe, get the globe, get the globe, get the globe. All right, I can fight now. Good try. Good try. That was actually a really valiant effort. Top lane's looking really weak. Diablo's getting a camp at the top left, so I'm just going to reset. We're going to back up and try to help him. That being said, never mind. I was going to say, that being said, all I see is Kalefaus over here, and we actually have a ton of burst damage. So our combo right now is we walk in, we Q, we W, we E, we Q, and then we ult somewhere in there as well. Our ult has 2 charges. It's a skill shot stun with a pretty short range. But, dude, this is 1,000%, like, this guy fucked up. The 2 hungering arrows that just keep like going after these guys deal a shit ton of damage. So when we can find isolated targets like that, it's really important that we try to capitalize on those engagements, I think anyway. So I'm really afraid of his ult here. I'm going to be backing up. That's why I was afraid. I don't have a sippy cup, so I just have to leave. I just gotta go. Great ult from Falstad is going to pick up a kill on Jim Raynor. He just went in, though. Nice. Beautiful damage. You know, there was a time in the alpha where Valla's auto attack build was so strong that she could literally just walk into any building. She could walk up to the core. She could do whatever the fuck she wanted. She literally couldn't take enough damage from these buildings to stop her from killing it. So there were points in the game where a Valla could just go to core. Like, minions up, whatever. She was too strong. She was too strong. Like, there's no getting around it. It was ridiculous. But I think Valla... I mean, maybe some baseline spell shield, maybe something. She needs something. This attack range increase at 20 is great. Keep in mind, she has one of the shortest attack ranges as well. Like, I gotta get close to stuff to deal this damage. And I have to continue to auto-attack this whole time, right? By the way, I think even with my upgrade, Jim Raynor might be able to outrange me. Jeez, dude. You fucking, can you run it down at only me more? My God, I get it. Okay, fuck. We can kill the core at any time. Just go hit the core before we lose someone. It's right here. It's right here. It's the big building. Okay. Genji. Just hit the core, Genji. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, that was rough. That was a rough game. Any Valla game I play without a healer though, I feel like I'm having a hard time. I feel like I'm having a hard time. MVP. Obviously it's going on YouTube. I just wanted to say maybe so like he's surprised when he sees it. See? The surprise is for him. I don't know. I'm really not trying to be like cruel to you Valla players, I know there's a dedicated community. Kaldor is one of them. Kaldor is like most played hero by far is Valla. I know that for sure. It just, you know, it never sat too well with me. I commend their design for her. She has great build variety. She can build to fit any situation, which is what you should really aim for. But if I go for an auto attack build, I want to at least feel competitive with other auto attackers, you know, and I've never really felt that way on Valla. Never really felt that way. Up next, we have the man, the myth, the legend, the Smash variant. But before that, we went for Hot Pursuit into Creed of the Hunter, Reaping Arrow, Rain of Vengeance, Tempered by Discipline, Seething Hatred, and Far Flight Quiver. Of course, please don't forget that Valla is great with the support, and I would have had a ton more fun that game if I could like get in and trade a little bit more and get into the nitty gritty, and that may have actually changed my build up as well, based on how much faith I had in my support. But that's what we went for today. Thank y'all for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Up next, like I said, Varian. And Varian is the last character that I would say I actually play. Ooh, scary. This series is going to end on a scary note. Okay, take care, everybody. Goodbye.